castle on the hill.
Yo, welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is your boy Gamer Mike's here once again on another episodes of Epic Comebacks. Today we are going to feature Wetman Jabari, one of our clan's big players. I hope you big up yourself, brother. I hope this fight was good for you as well as was good for me. These episodes were inspired by the greatness of the comebacks that you're about to see in these upcoming replays. So let's hop right into the first battle as we get into battle number 1. So as they both get into this, I see Jabari played aggressive here with a princess straight away at the bridge. His opponent didn't really respond, just banking on Alexa. Guy followed up with a minor, taking out the princess. Maybe Dragon was played by Jabari. Love to spam emotes, but well played, and here goes the bowler. Jabari played archers to follow up along with a balloon. The guy played the Dart Goblin and Electro Wizard, which was a really good counter here. Coming forward here, Jabari was under pressure right away. Dead damage on the balloon, however, did take out the Dart Goblin, but the Electro Wizard and Night Witch and the bowler was on its way down. Fireball didn't really do much to stop them all the way, but the princess did a good job of cleaning them up. Although he did take some good damage. Let's see what happens now as they both charge up for the second push of the fight. So the guy readies a minor to deal with the princess and follows up with a Barrel Goblin, which is actually a really good play. And I think this is his first tower here, down to tower number 1. As Jabari makes a counter push with archers and Baby Dragon. Let's see what will happen here. The guy played Dart Goblin in a really good position here to take out without taking much damage. I must say to him, he has some experience. What will Jabari do? As the guy takes on his left tower, doing a lot of damage here. Jabari late with the golden placement to the back of the tower, but doesn't seem to mind. As that goes tower number 2. Dart Goblin just gets in, minor works on his tower. Everything just seems to be bringing down on Wetman Jabari. Let's see what's going to happen here now. Guy follow up with the Barrel Goblin. Poor fireball by Jabari, missing one of the goblins. Minor still doing work. And there goes a golem and a balloon. Clearly there's no such thing to defend that at this point. The guy played graveyard on a naked king tower. Jabari managed to take that tower. And this is where things get crazy, folks. You gotta pay close attention here, otherwise you'd miss it. This is where it gets crazy. Look at that. What? The guy actually brings him down to 327. 227. And as a minor just gets in here. And that's it. That's a wrap. That golem just made things work for him. And that brings us to the end of episode of fight number 1. Sorry folks, I've just been really crazy lately. But let's just hop right into the second battle. Battle number 2. This here is one of another clanmate of mine, Nick. Big up yourself, Nick. This was actually a really good fight. I remember looking at this one like twice or 3 times maybe. Guy started off with 3 Musketeers. Nick played Pekka, which was actually a bad play by him, but you'll see what happens. The guy followed up with a 2-lane push, pressure in both sides. Nick couldn't defend well. The Hog Rider manages to get a good chunk of damage onto that left tower. Now Nick has a push going forward, a nice double lane push. The guy just managed to spam troops in the middle, taking out both of his both lane pushes. Pekka seems to be getting close, but wasn't close enough because he was kited by a Hog Rider. And that just shuts down Nick plays entirely. He even play a Knight to suppress that Pekka from connecting to that tower. Now Nick plays a second Pekka, doing a lot of damage straight away to the Knight. The guy plays 3 Musketeer to defend against the Pekka and Electro Wizard, but Nick tries to rush him on the left side with a Elite Barbarians log. The guy plays Ice Spirit to stop those Elite Barbarians, and those 3 Musketeers just mop up that plate in a real sweet fashion. Now the guy has a next 2-lane push here. Musketeer on one side, Musketeer on the next side, follow up with a Hog Rider. Nick drops the Electro Wizard to defend, as well as the Dark Prince. Dark Prince charges on. Will he make it to the tower? No, he does not. And now Nick is in trouble on his left tower here. Manages to try log to mop up that damage. Then bats on and occupy the Electro Wizard. Wasn't enough to stop him. 3 Musketeers just takes out that Electro Wizard. And now another double lane push. Pekka on the right side to suppress the 2 Musketeers. Dark Prince to kill the Hog Rider, as well that as the musketeer. And this is where things get crazy, people. A lot of troops just all over the place. If you're not following, I can't keep up with it neither, so don't ignore us. This is where things get good for Nick here now, as he plays a counter log. It just happens to just reach straight away to the tower, and the guy fails to defend. Ooh, and that was another epic comeback, courtesy Nick. Well done, Nick, well played. Must say shout out, big up yourself for making it 2 times onto this episodes of Epic Comeback. Great job, brother. As we move on to our next replay, this one was from somebody from another clan that I visited recently, Chini Gamers. Big up all yourself, Chini Gamers. And shout out to Dice Pro, who the guy actually who gave me this replay. This was actually a really good replay for you, so big up yourself, brother. Big up, big up, big up. So as we get into the battle, we see a knight witch placed on the right side. Sorry, a regular witch placed on the right side, followed with a peck on the left. He goes straight to aggressive here, dropping a golem, which is actually a good place. He had the guy, big tank, to take out the golem was on the left side. The Valkyrie did mop up the witch really well, and now he's in a bit of trouble because he has nothing to defend that P.E.K.K.A. Uses a tornado to pull it back, as well as some goblins, goblin squad. The guy zaps it. It was too late. P.E.K.K.A. hardly get to do any damage onto that left tower, but the golem did a good bit of work to that right tower. Even though the guy had both wizards just chunking away at it, ice and fire wizard. So the guy plays an Inferno Dragon to defend against a Lumberjack, which is actually a really good defense. So now he has to worry about a wizard, an ice wizard, and an Inferno Dragon, and a princess on both lanes. So this is where things gonna get tricky here, because the guy actually had his Inferno Dragon lock onto that left tower, and I think that was tower number 1 in the bag, because the princess just chunked it all the way down. He put a tornado to bring it closer, which was actually a smart play because he didn't really have anything else at hand. So the guy plays poison to just take out that, to finish take out that left tower, and probably use the ice wizard to just do a little bit of chip damage to the right tower, which was actually a good play to try and build some Alexa. The guy doesn't waste any time and just zaps the tower, leaving him with just 1 tower now. And as the guy progresses here, this is where they were like waiting to see which each other would play. So Pro plays his golem, the other guy plays his P.E.K.K.A. to the back, which is actually a really good play, and is a really decent way to counter a golem, providing that you could support him really well. So Pro plays a witch and a lumberjack. The guy plays a Valkyrie, which is also a really good play against this kind of squad that he bring in here. But the Inferno Dragon here was placed in a bad spot, as well as he had Zap, which was doing some damage here, and just all kind of craziness was just going on there. But that tornado just make a big difference for Pro. Managed to just deal a lot of damage to everything that was in that troop, that man made. He even get to survive Baby Dragon, because he cycled back to the next Baby Dragon. Still drop a rage, still come back and put on our next witch. And it just had no way back for this guy at this point, because there was just so much going on at this point that it didn't seem like it had anything else for him to do but give Pro an epic comeback. That was well played by him. Big up yourself, Dice Bro. Big up, man. And shout out to Trinidad Gamers once again. And as we prepare to go into our next replay here, I believe this was with myself and Amelia. Yes, it was. Shout out to Amelia being a second timer on this Epic Comebacks series. Let's get into it. Before we get into this fight though, I must say that I'm promoting a giveaway to the people of my channel. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'll be giving away a $10 gift card to either iTunes or Android, whichever way it goes. So as we hop into the battle here now, I'll give you more details as we go along. As we hop into the battle here now, we play some bats and the knights. Dark Prince on the left side. They decide to play forceful. It'll be real hard to keep up with the commentary for a 2v2, so most of the time you'll hear me fumbling. Don't ignore has small thing, and I just seen it. I'm just trying to get the other live by having live commentary. So back to the battle here now. Inferno Dragon was played to defend against that dragon, which was good. They follow up with a Royal Giant on the right side. They are log first, then a P.E.K.K.A. to deal with it, some bats has to help. The Inferno Dragon died to the tower, and now we just have a naked P.E.K.K.A. follow up with some archers to see if we could just get in there and deal some damage. However, though, this was where things was not working out for us, because they managed to play some skeleton army and just mop up our entire push to the right there. Now we had to deal with some skeletons there. as well as a barrel coming in, which is a troll barrel. As you can see there, fireball missed, arrows connected. They wasted a raid spell because they were thinking they were going to get in. They still managed to play some elite barbarian, which we changed at log, a knight, and a dark prince. They fireballed, didn't really do much because of the shield of the dark prince, which I think is really cool of him. Managed to connect, nice. So they had some minions there. Minions are coming down here now. Get some fire spreads, they played arrows, only one fire spread connected to the minions. But it still worked out a little bit fast. We continue to spam emotes against them. Yeah, it was started getting under the skin here and had into the final minute is where things got really crazy. They played a furnace, knight, and we played a knight witch. They played barrel, baby dragon, and rage. However, the zap connected with the barrel. The P.E.K.K.A was late, so they managed to take the tower down to fireball range. As you would see, the fireball gonna come swooping over right about. Was it? Sometime I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there it was. So we managed to start getting some chip damage with the X-bow. They countered really well against the P.E.K.K.A archers on the left side, but what they didn't cater for was having the X-bow coming in hot on the right side, taking back that tower with the dark prince. We overcommitted there because we were barely able to even defend on the left side, but we still managed to pull it off. And this is where the turnaround came right around here because now they had to deal with the electro wizard as well as the night witch and some bats. They try our next barrel, they try fireball, which just happened was a waste. We mopped them up here, so nice. Everything was going smooth, more or less in the balance here. They made a push with some archers. I wiped them out with some arrows. Coming down to the last of this fight here, she played X-bow knight, I played P.E.K.K.A. The barbarians was going on dead at this point because they had no chance. I played the P.E.K.K.A. Still zap that whole squad. Managed to get off there, managed to take away a lot of damage from the tower here. And now they had to deal with all kind of things just happening. P.E.K.K.A, knight, X-bow, zap. Everything was just coming down, and that brings us to another epic comeback. Well done, Amelia. Big up yourself, my sister. Nice. So as we're moving into the next battle here, I'll just give you all a brief, like I was saying, you have to qualify for a chance to win the promotional giveaway. All you need to do is just like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comments below, and I will randomly select the person over the next couple of weeks until I make 100 subscribers. So yeah, that's basically it. Anyways, moving into the battle here, this one was the King Sobers. Here and I was running a battle here, so it started off really bad for us because we overcommitted to the left side very early on, and we did not have a good response to what you are about to see here now because, like I say, we play really bad. They had a golem, and which we mop up the witch with a log. They managed to get a baby dragon out and a mega minion. Mega minion took out our mega minion. The electro wizard wasn't enough to stop them. They even tornadoed everything together to just make that baby dragon do work. And we had no elixir to defend at this point, and that lumberjack just gonna take out them ladies and them. And he just gonna get in and just chop, and this baby dragon just blurting out them fire droplets. Take that first tower without a doubt. We had to do something, and something really fast because time was against us at this point, and as you can see, these guys were playing defensive and pumping up, so they clearly had the advantage all around. So they managed to play our next golem, and we were better prepared this time with two P.E.K.K.A.s, which was an overcommitment, but it worked out. They played a witch and an electro wizard and a baby dragon. We played a log and a fireball, which was good enough to deal with the witch and the electro wizard. However, we missed the baby dragon entirely, but which was okay. We played an electro wizard and an ice wizard to the right. Managed to just clean up here. Then that mega minion was just doing work to the P.E.K.K.A as well. Like he was just there just to do work, as well as the baby dragon, because they had nothing to counter the air except for that minion, but it wasn't enough. They managed to completely shut down our counter push and just started to defend up. And we was into the last minute at this point, and things was getting real. It was looking real bad for us, but for some reason that we didn't give up. Next golem, they were trying to go for the tree, and I think this is probably why they got greedy. We defended well with double P.E.K.K.A s, mini P.E.K.K.A, big P.E.K.K.A. We had thrown a dark prince out just to try and throw out some of their troops on that side. Had to end up dealing with two lumberjacks at this point. two elite barbarians and a dark prince to deal with it. Going forward here, this is where I think the turnaround came at this point. The electro wizard, they had to die because you can't face two elite barbarians and expect to survive. The golem on that side, we made a real huge push here with a level 10 mini P.E.K.K.A, a dark prince, and a pair of archers. It was just enough in just the right time to just pull back this comeback here. But we managed to take that tower. Still had enough to defend against a bandit, golem, lumberjack, mega minion. Everything was just on the tower, yo, and we were just right down to the wire, boy. And they just keep coming at us, playing real tough. P.E.K.K.A just going, they just drop our witch. We just started spawn out, drop the barbarians to take out that furnace. They play golem and a tornado to pull us in. 30 seconds remaining. Same push on the left side again. Mini P.E.K.K.A, dark prince. Kill that electro wizard. Still manage to clean up them bats, and this is where things get real crazy. And that brings us to our last epic comeback. Big up yourself, King, so much, brother. Thanks for coming out here, people. I hope you all like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in our next episode. Peace out.